Today I'm going to show you how to prepare and successfully treat termites with foam. Foaming can be used for direct treatment to nests, under slabs and more commonly in wall voids. Today we're going to demonstrate foaming specifically into a wall cavity. The first thing to remember with foaming is that it's only used for live termite infestations. So you need to ensure you know where these active termites are. Using a borescope device in the wall cavity can confirm exactly where the termites are. After you've conducted your thorough inspection, you need to make a decision about whether to foam, dust, inject or secure an above ground bait station. This will be determined primarily by the size of the infestation and your ability to actually get the termiticide in contact with the termites. The benefits of choosing termiticide foam, once you've determined the extent of the infestation, is that that foam can deliver the liquid termiticide to otherwise untreatable areas, such as around pipes, other obstructions or throughout insulation. Foam is a unique way to get termiticide to travel across uneven surfaces, enter narrow spaces and get around obstacles that a typical liquid spray cannot. Foaming is a very important tool in the treatment of termites. Before we get started on termite foaming, we need to know we've got all the basic tools to complete a thorough and successful job. These include a quality product like Ultraset or Aralon insecticide, a non-repellent termite foam agent, measuring containers, a drill, a stud finder, moisture meter, and possibly a Termitrack or thermal imaging termite locator for the locating procedure. A borescope device to insert into the wall cavity to view termite activity, and obviously a foaming unit. A putty to cover up drill holes in the gyprock, and gloves, because foaming agent can be messy and sticky on fingers while not toxic. So what exactly is foam? Foam is a mixture of a surfactant, termiticide foaming agent, and a liquid termiticide such as Ultraset, along with the addition of air to make bubbles. Foaming can expand the volume of an emulsion suspension by up to 25 times the original volume of the water, depending mostly on the amount of foaming agent that's used. So this is what enables the termiticide to reach places traditional dust or liquids simply cannot reach. When mixing up the foam for wall void injection, we use 15 ml of foaming agent to 1 litre of water. It's important to don't overfill the air injector unit to capacity, as we need to allow for that expansion that we talked about. For example, a 3.8 litre B&G handheld foamer, like the one we're using here, should only be filled to 2.5 litres. I'm going to be using Ultraset termiticide today at the label rate of 2.5 ml per litre. We start by filling the unit with 1/2 litre of water and then adding the termiticide and the foaming agent. We need 6.25 ml of Ultraset for the 2.5 litre and 37.5 ml of foaming agent. And then top the unit up to 2.5 litres, hand pump the unit to maximum resistance, which is approximately 20 pumps. For Aralon, which is a granular water dispersible formulation, we use 4.5 grams per litre of water, and we'd add the granules to the initial 1/2 litre of water, mix it in before adding the foaming agent and then topping up with water to 2.5 litres. The key to successful termite foaming is to get as much foam in contact with as many termites as possible. So find the centre of the 2 wall studs with the stud finder, drill to a 4 to 5 millimetre hole above the bottom plate, but not more than 150 millimetres above the floor. Use a borescope inspection device to assess the situation in the wall void, and this inspection will reveal the extent of termite activity as well as the presence of obstructions and electrical cabling and points. Insert the foaming tip into the drill hole, Apply the foam into the war void, moving the wand between the clock positions of 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock to ensure coverage. A total of 7 1-second trigger pulls will deliver approximately 100 ml of liquid as foam into the space. The foam tip should always be pointed downwards so the foam will be deposited as a band on the sides and bottom of the war void and the termite workings below the drill hole. If inspection reveals further termite workings and infestation up the war void frame, then additional drill holes will be needed. You need to ensure that the entire void is covered in foam. Each of these quadrants represents a typical area that 1 litre of liquid as foam would treat. Practically, the size is around 450 ml wide by about half a metre high. Common to war voids is the installation of bats. So the use of foam enables penetration of termiticide to such difficult obstacles to treat. You can see that the foam is able to be distributed nicely through the insulation bat to expose termite workings around the edges, forming a residual deposit onto the stud frames where the termites are potentially active. On completion of the foaming procedure, engage the safety lock on the gun and carefully remove the application tip. Once applied, foam is not intended to remain on the treated surface, but to move or carry the termiticide to the surface and then collapse so the liquid termiticide drains from the bubbles to form a surface residue on and around war voids, sill plates, on studs, noggins and the inside surfaces of wall cladding. So after you've completed your treatment to the war void, it's important to let the property owners know that there could be some minor amount of leakage. This occurs as the foam dissolves and soaks through the termite workings. This water is unlikely to stain carpets, but precautions should be taken. So then book in a re-inspection 14 to 28 days after the treatment. If at 28 days there is detection of further infestation or live termites, it's most likely that not enough termites have come into contact with the earlier treatment. We suggest you carry out further inspections, as in all likelihood there is another colony coming into the property that was not discovered earlier.